Alright, so we're moving on with 7.6, the second part of this with word problems. So as you're looking at this, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem. Just as a quick reminder, is the legs are next to the right angle, and then across from the right angle is the hypotenuse. So when you look at this, the hypotenuse is 10. Find the length of the unknown leg of the right triangle, where one of the legs is 4. So pretty straightforward as far as this problem goes. You probably remember doing things from, I don't know, middle school math. A squared plus 4 squared is equal to 10 squared. So as you're looking at that, you can quickly see that that's going to be 16 equals 100, and then subtracting a squared, 16 over, we're looking at 84. And depending on the context of the question, they might be asking you to leave it in simplest radical form instead of just, I guess, leaving it as the square root of 84. Because probably in middle school you probably just type that into your calculator, whereas now I believe they want you to break it down as 4 times 21, break down 4 as 2 and 2. So the answer that we're looking for this side length is 2 square root 21. Put a little box around that. That's what they're looking for. And a better teacher would argue that you need to make sure you put your units down, so meters, based off the context of the question. But I'm okay if you just give me the numerical value. And then the last exercise for this is, I'll just read through it. Hit pause in the video, make sure you're good. Anyway, he found that he had one rectangular tank that was 12 inches long, 7 inches wide, and 5 inches deep. And since the fish must be kept separated, he needs to insert a plastic divider in diagonal of the tank. And he already has a 5-inch in one dimension. So I don't know if you need a visual to think about what the tank is. I'm just trying to draw a picture for you. So we have 2 fish, and let's say this is the 5-inch deep. I would imagine it's like the height. So the whole premise is he's going to put a divider in that is this way. I think you can tell probably that this is just a Pythagorean theorem problem again in hiding, where we know that this one is 7 and this one is 12, and they want to figure out how long that needs to be cut. So notice that 7 and 12 are the legs in the right triangle I'm talking about. I hope you can see the right triangle in there. I mean, it doesn't look like a right triangle is supposed to be. So we're looking at 7 squared plus 12 squared is equal to, I'll call it C squared, the hypotenuse. So yeah, 49 plus 144. And then you're going to square root that answer. And again, we want to practice simplest radical form. So just getting a calculator out. 7 squared is 49 plus 12 squared is 144 is a total of 193. Which I don't know if any perfect squares go into that. It's not even, so 2, 3 is not going to work, 4 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work, 6, maybe 7? I don't think so though. No. 193 divided by 8 is not going to work, 9 is going to work. 10 is not going to work, 11? No. I don't think anything's going to work. Yeah, so we're just going to leave our answer as the square root of 193. Which is a little bit bigger than 13, a little bit smaller than 14 is your length for C. And since we're in units in here, which I forgot to mention earlier, inches. There you go. So now you should be ready to finish your homework. Go ahead and finish your homework now that we've done a few word problems.